So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. First of all, we have the best care system in France, according to a quite controversial study released by the WHO. We have this best system in the world. However, French citizens are quite dissatisfied. Nice introduction. Now I will present the French healthcare system and to see what can be the impact on organization and prevention and control programs for screening and for vaccines. First of all, for an introduction, the general context for France. The population in France is 67 million people. Health expenditure is almost $5,000 per year per capita. It represents 12% of French GDP. You have to know that it is quite low out of pocket for people. It is 9%. And we have quite good life expectancy. It is 82 years, and 85 for women. In terms of HPV burden, we have 35,000 conizations, 3,000 cervical cancers, and 1,000 deaths. And the mean age of uterine cancer for the cervix is 52. In terms of economy, we have 26 million people working, an unemployment rate which is about 9%, and we have 3.5 million people that are under the poverty level. In terms of health status, the main causes of death are cardiovascular disease, accounting for 31%, cancer, 28%, accident, 8%, respiratory system, 8%, and in fact, infectious disease is 1.4%. One of the main problems is the inequalities between regions with the mortality rate and premature mortality that are higher in some regions. In terms of organization, at the center we have the government with the Ministry of Health, but there is interaction with other ministries. There is go-between the parliament, and the Ministry of Health run large organizations that cover the funding and provision of health services. We have general directorates, for example, the DGS, Direction Générale de la Santé, which is responsible for health security, to implement the policy defined by the minister and coordinates health agencies. We also have independent organizations like Haute Autorité de la Santé, defined by the law of 2004. It's an independent public authority and it establishes recommendations for professional practices. And it is involved in the organization of care and public health. We also have another committee. There is a lot of committees, but I'll take the main ones. The HCSP, Haut Conseil de Santé Publique, which is a public health decision making support, and it will give advice on health policy aspects. So let's say that Haute Autorité de la Santé is for professional practices and HCSP is for health policy aspects. In fact, there is a lot of public health agencies in France, kind of a millefeuille. And I cannot go through all the health public agency. I will try to focus on one of them, which is INCa, the National Cancer Institute. It is a state agency for health and scientific expertise in oncology responsible for coordinating actions in the fight against cancer. It was also created by the Public Health Law of August 9, 2004, and it placed under the joint supervision of the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education. So double supervision. It has a lot of missions to coordinate actions in the fight against cancer, to initiate and support scientific, medical, technological and organizational innovation, to contribute to the structuring of organization, and the Institute is involved in the organization of screening, so it's of utmost importance, care and research throughout the definition of guidelines, recognitions or labeling procedures, and activity monitoring and evaluation. It provides expertise, it produces, analyzes and evaluates data, and it promotes the appropriation of knowledge and good practices. Now, in terms of political structures and administration, we have a centralized political administration at a national level for legislative power and executive power, parliament, government. We have 3 levels of administration, which make it a little bit more complex, at the level of region, at the level of department, and at the level of municipalities. We have, in fact, a deconcentrated administration at the departmental and regional level for control and regulation and for implementation of national policies, and especially in the health sectors for the planification of health institutions, controls, development, and implementation of public health programs. We also have a decentralized administration, in fact, because there is elected council for region, department, and municipality. But if you are in the in the field of health, it's essentially for economical development, social sectors, and local activities. Now, who is paying for the French healthcare system? So it's mainly social insurances. It comes for the contribution of employers, 51%. For the total of social insurance is 74%, but also taxes that come from alcohol and tobacco, but also direct contribution paid by all revenue in proportion to income, including also retirement and capital revenue. You have to know that more than 90% of French people carry a supplemental form of private insurance, and basically the state will pay for 1%. In terms of planning, each year the government will present to the parliament a law to finance social security, which includes the national expenditure of health insurance. The government also delineates specific goals for the healthcare system, but after that the Ministry of Health will delegate to the regions, and the regional health organization, Agence Régionale de Santé, will plan. And we have in France, in fact, 3,000 facilities, including 1,400 that are state-owned, 700 that are run by private non-profit, and 1,000 by private owners. Now, for the preventive system, for the organization, evolution, and funding, there is two aspects that I want to share with you. The first one is a screening. It is organized and it is planned by several plans. The first one is a National Public Health Plan for 2018-2022. It implements a health promotion policy, including prevention in all settings and throughout life, with actors, Santé Publique France, with the Direction de la Prévention et la Promotion de la Santé, and Direction Générale de la Santé, with INCa. We also have a 10-year strategy for the fight against cancer, 2021-2030, and the first one is of the utmost interest because it is to improve prevention. Axis 2 is to limit the sequelae and improve the quality of life. We also have to fight against cancer with a poor prognosis and to ensure that progress will benefit to everyone. Interestingly, for the National Public Health Plan 2018-2022, prevention is a priority, and point 16 is to introduce a third organized screening, and it is a screening for cervical cancer. Concretely, the plan was because it was defined in 2018, was that all women who have not performed a smear in the past 3 years will be invited to do so with a 100% coverage. And in addition, the recommendation of an interval for performing every 3 years was to be reminded in order to reduce the frequency of screening in women who do it too much regularly. For the decision-making process of screening, the DGS, the Direction Générale de Santé, referred to INCa in 2015 in order to obtain elements to assist in the decision-making process regarding the evolution of the organic cancer screening system and the information system, which is really an important part. The information system is probably one of the most important parts in the next few years. The challenge is to define a more efficient organization, to preserve the quality of the system, to facilitate access to screening, and enable the deployment of actions planned in the 2014-2019 cancer plan, which includes generalization of cervical cancer screening, integration of population at increased risk of cancer, and changes in the screening methods and techniques. Practically, there was a change of organization scale, territorial reform, and the organizational change of the 2014-2019 cancer plan have led to a significant change in the scale of organization, moving clearly from a departmental organization to a regional organization. Good intentions. In fact, the idea was that we have some departmental structure in the middle part here, and to go for more a regional approach with a regional structure, with antenna in some departments, with the objective to suppress some of the antenna in some department. In fact, we have more something like that. We have had a new structure. We have had a layer to the millefeuille with a regional structure which have interaction with the antenna, but there is the same number of antenna. In fact, there is administrative people from antenna that have moved to the regional structure. In fact, when we think about screening, there is a lot of different missions, and there is also a lot of factors. I cannot go into details, but maybe we lost efficiency because of the multiplicity of the actors. In terms of vaccine, I would like to share with you this aspect. The first one is that the proceedings to complete a vaccine recommendation was established by La Loi de Santé Publique 2004. There is a political responsibility, the Ministry of Health. There is expected structure, and it is essentially the High Council for Public Health, the HCSP. And in fact, the HCSP have delegated the job to the Committee Technique des Vaccinations, the CTV, and we'll have a presentation about it, which is attached to the Commission specialized in communicable disease of the HCSP. But this is recommendation, it costs money, so the HIS, Haute Autorité de Santé, this independent public authority, have the advice of the Comité Technique des Vaccinations, but they need also guidelines from the Commission de la Transparence, which gives an opinion on the reimbursement of drugs in view of their actual medical benefit. And they also have recommendations from the Commission Évaluation économique de la santé publique, which gives an economic point of view on the health products and technologies presumed to be innovative and likely to have a significant impact on the health insurance expenditure. So at the end, everything comes to the Ministry of Health. We'll discuss with the UNCAM of the Assurance Maladie and the CEPS, which is an inter-ministry organization as Ministry Health, but also Economy, and they will decide to the inscriptions and reimbursement in the vaccine schedule. The mission of the CTV are fixed by a decree, and it is to monitor scientific developments and perspective of vaccine, and to develop the vaccination strategy based on epidemiological data with individual and collective benefit risk studies, but also medico-economic studies relating to the measures that are considered, and to propose adaptation or recommendation of vaccination obligation for update of the vaccination schedules. Now, this is quite complex. It could go more quickly. For example, for COVID-19, everything was decided by law, and we have quite good coverage for COVID-19, even if there is dissatisfied people, with 70% of full coverage at the end of November. Now we have to face a problem is that the coverage, and this is for HPV, there is inequalities in different departments. Here this is Île-de-France, and there is a low coverage for HPV in Seine-Saint-Denis, and it's because of low medical density, but also higher unemployment rate, and many other aspects that maybe we'll have to discuss in the next few days. Now, so as a conclusion, we say that we have a quite complex systems. For the screening, it's ANCA and region that led the game. For vaccine, it is HIS and HCSP, but we also have a lot of local actors, in fact, especially for COVID, for example. At the end, it is the government that finally decides. We can say that our system generally is quite efficient because basically we have a quite high life expectancy compared to the health expenditure per capita. But for prevention, we'll see in the next few days that basically we are not very efficient because we have low, and it was demonstrated by Alex, HPV vaccine and screening coverage. Thank you for your attention.